We'll discuss 12 personal finance facts in this video that you probably didn't learn in school. All of the maths you are capable of learning will be taught to you in school. Geometry and trigonometry will be covered in class. You could even learn a little maths from them. However, they don't impart any financial knowledge on you. Never, sir. Differential equations by themselves cannot teach you how to handle your money effectively. We have a low level of financial literacy despite our education. A personal finance subject is only required for high school students in around a third of U.S. states. Are you intimidated by personal finance? Many people think that their formal education was inadequate. It's a good place to start to learn these 12 vital information. If you don't get started right away, you'll never fully understand how to manage your money or how to make prudent financial decisions. Many people lack the fundamental understanding of personal finance. Contrarily, personal finance affects every aspect of life and needs to be understood by everyone. These are the 12 facts about personal finance you were not taught in school. Let's begin, then. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Number 12. The average person spends 12 to 18% more when using credit cards. People spend between 12 and 18% more when using a credit card than when shopping with cash. People don't question their purchases because they think they are getting free money, which is why this occurs. Have cash or a digital wallet on you at all times to prevent overspending. Cash can be used to make an impulsive purchase, and you can then go about your daily business. Number 11. Do you know what interest rate you're paying? More than half of millennials don't know what interest rate they are paying on their credit cards, and rates may vary dramatically between institutions. If you don't pay attention, your credit card company could actually be charging you interest rates for carrying a debt on your card of up to 29% annually. Do some research on the interest rates offered by several banks before applying if you want to prevent this. You may end up saving thousands of dollars in the process. Number 10.33% of college students have made a late payment on a credit card. 33% of college students have had to make a late payment, even though it is never fun to do so. You have alternatives, such as making an online payment through your bank's website or setting up automatic payments through your credit card provider if you find yourself in this situation and choose not to pay the late fee. Number 9. Paying the minimum required balance will get you nowhere. It might be a smart idea, depending on your viewpoint, to make the minimal amount due on your credit card statement each month. In reality, though, it will only make things worse. The minimum payments, which barely cover the interest rate, will never be enough to pay off your debt on their own if you don't make a greater payment each month. Number 8. Track your credit score to make sure it's good. You shouldn't ignore your credit score too, because it's one of the most crucial aspects of your own financial life. Establish your budget before you apply for a loan or try to rent an apartment to avoid unpleasant surprises. Follow it often to make sure it's in good condition. Number 7. Stocks provide a 10% rate of return over time. Stocks may be your best option if you're looking to make a secure and profitable investment. Stock returns historically have averaged 10% over time, according to the S&P 500. But people prefer to talk about how high the risk is and how they can't afford to lose their money. Few investments gain in value this quickly. Number 6. Debt isn't inherently bad. Depending on how you handle it, debt isn't always a bad thing. The return from a high-interest savings account would probably outweigh the risk of a loan default, so you might want to think about doing it instead. However, there is no question as to whether borrowing is a wise move if you borrow to buy something that depreciates quickly and is difficult to sell, like art or jewelry. Number 5. Do you know the Rule of 72? The Rule of 72 is significant because it may be used to estimate when your initial investment will double in value. You may estimate how much your investment will increase over time using simple maths by multiplying 72 by the rate of growth of your funds, which should be compound interest. You may determine the increase in your investment. Number 4. Budgeting is crucial for your financial success. We are all aware that it can be tough to stay to a budget in trying times, but the truth is that you are more likely to overspend if you don't have a plan in place for how much money you should spend each month and where it should go. You may prevent living paycheck to paycheck, which is the situation for many people, by making a budget. Number 3. Wealth doesn't equate a huge salary. By owning their homes, living within their means, and conserving as much money as they can, some people achieve wealth while making less than 6 figures per year. Number 2. Saving isn't investing. Although everyone has heard the saying, saving is good, not investing means you're missing out on the chance to see your money grow over time. Saving money can help you build an emergency fund and act as a safety net in case of an emergency, like losing your job. But investing will allow your money to grow. If you don't have any investments, don't be too depressed. Simply alter your plan to include them. Number 1. Direct deposits can save you money. If you sign up for direct deposit to have everything taken care of right away, you won't even need to wait for your monthly check to be transferred or visit the bank each time you are paid. What do you think of our list? Which thing do you like from above list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.